What is going on, guys? Monk7Mad here today with a fantastic 500 subscribers graphics pack. And I want to say a huge thank you to everyone that has subscribed. It is really fantastic. I honestly didn't think that I'd actually make 500 subscribers, so thank you for making that come true. Today's graphics pack. Right, there's actually quite a bit to go through, so I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can. If you're just basically here for the download, the link's in the description, and also just to give you an update, and this is important that you do watch this, when you do download the pack and you open up the file, there is actually a password protected thing on these, so you have to read the text file here. Now in the text file, it's just a message, I want you to read it. The password's in there as well. I don't add links to surveys and things for passwords. I think it's pointless and ridiculous. But just please read that message in case you're wondering why this pack might seem slightly smaller than others. There's also a text file describing what is in the pack, so feel free to download, and if you do, and you're feeling kind enough, leave a like. It would be fantastic to see this video get, I don't know, 25 likes. That would be spectacular. Anyway, so let's see what is in today's pack. Well, we'll start off in the custom made section. So we've got two sections, custom made and not made by me. In the custom made section, it is slightly lacking compared to the last one, but that's mostly because I don't want to be re-uploading the same things over and over again. I want to try and bring out new stuff each time so that each of my packs is unique and that you guys get the best content possible. I mean, a lot of packs these days can be quite disappointing, and I really hope that mine does not sort of fall into that category. If you think it's lacking, leave a comment saying what you'd like to see in the next pack. Anyway, in today's pack, somebody did actually mention to me about adding in some more Cinema 4D files, so I've done that as well. First off though, we've got a promotional template, and you might have seen this if you watched one of my previous videos where I gave away templates for the YouTube banners. Now, I'll put the link to that in the description, so you can feel free to head over there. Now, this little promotional video is this little file here. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether the music and things are still in there. They might not work, because, for obvious reasons, that's not going to be included due to copywriting conditions. So you'll just have to delete those if I've added the wrong file there, in which case I do apologise. I've also added in some random Cinema 4D renders that I've made, and it's amazing how useful these little bits and pieces can come in handy. I mean, some of it you might not like at all, and you feel free to delete it if you want. It doesn't really make much difference to me. Just so long as I know that you guys actually are finding some use out of these packs, it's really good. So, onto the Cinema 4D files, and while we just wait for Cinema 4D to open, we've got the first one here, which is my personal Lightroom. I made the Lightroom, and I use this for pretty much all of my files. It's just a very simple general Lightroom, provides a good amount of lighting through two softboxes and a stage to provide a nice clean and well lit object or text, whatever you want to use on the screen. Now, some people also are perhaps interested in knowing how to do some really cool effects, so I've left an atom array there for you to take a look at. So that might provide you with some interest. Other than that, I've also included the materials pack. Now, some of these materials are not made by myself. Some of them are. Some of them were just sort of too good to leave out. So let's just make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so I mean, this is just a preview. I'm not going to go through each of them, but there's quite a nice little collection there. So hopefully that is useful. So that is actually it for the Cinema 4D side of things. So I've also made some more new textures, not very many this time due to lack of time, but still some new textures. These two, this one's just a smaller variant to this one. I didn't know whether this one would be appealing or not, so I thought I'd include it anyway. Some are obviously better than others. I mean, I do have some favourites. I really do like that one, which I made, and I also like this one, which I made as well. Really, really nice and different. But it's amazing how even the simple bits and pieces can make a really nice effect. So we got some custom made textures, and we got this main PSD here, which contains this, and there's also color corrections within here. So if you actually press the color corrections, I've added a backdrop so you can try it out. Now, some of the color corrections are the same as in my 400 pack, with some small differences. I mostly changed the patterns, but I did also add in a couple other color corrections. I particularly like this one. I won't go through them all now, but they're in there, so make sure that you actually do go and check out the color corrections, because some people didn't actually realize that was there last time. So we've got that, and I've also included a video overlay template so that you can just put it at the bottom of your videos, just modify it, change the link names, maybe change the color. The YouTube box here and the YouTube logo are just to represent where you should put your logo. You don't have to keep either of those. In fact, it's probably better that you don't keep them, but the point being, replace this. Add your username and a message there. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's move on to the next section of the pack, which is the not made by me. We've got some pretty basic things here. We've got some clouds, some really nice cloud textures. I'll come back to the fonts in a second. We've got some planetary pictures. We've got some lighting effects, and we've got some fonts here as well, some really nice fonts. Now the fire is actually literally a drag and drop of my fire textures. These are all the fire textures I have. I know that fire can be quite a popular subject for packs, so some of these you might have seen before, some of these you might not. Hopefully, though, that you can enjoy most of them. I mean, these three in particular are particularly good. They're just a solid texture of lava or fire, combination of the two. So they're really handy to have. What did I miss? Right, we got some renders. We got some game character renders: Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, and Halo. And we've also got some mini renders. Now, this is mainly for those that don't have Cinema 4D. And they perhaps want to make text with chains on it or something. So, I mean, you can use these. These are quite nice, actually, to use in backgrounds and bits and pieces. And there's a few varieties here, some rusted, some not. But hopefully they're helpful. And the social icons, which is the biggest section of the pack. We got some stickers, because let's face it, who doesn't love stickers? And we got some really nice, small, clean social icons here. And the Metro icons, I'm not going to go through all of these right now. There's about 600 plus icons here. The owner, I got these from DeviantArt. I must literally congratulate him so much here. The amount of time he must have spent on these is incredible. I'll give you a very quick preview. I mean, they're very, very simple, but they're just so neat and clean that they're really, really, really good. So there's a lot in there. So that's the Metro icon. So go and check that guy out on DeviantArt. He's clearly put a lot of time and effort into that. We've also got the textures folder, which contains some grunge textures. We've also got some nature textures, which is unusual to see in packs, but it's quite nice to sort of change the tempo once in a while. We've got some stock pictures, so you've probably seen this before. Some of these you may or may not, but still. And then we've got some assorted textures. Some of these you probably might recognize if you've seen previous packs and other bits and pieces. But that is pretty much it. There's quite a collection there. Anyway, that is going to be it from me, guys. So thank you for watching. Thanks for 500 subscribers. Hopefully we can keep going forward. I'll be making another tutorial soon. So if you have any requests for tutorials, be it on Photoshop, After Effects, or Cinema 4D, whether it's a tiny thing, maybe you're even embarrassed to ask, honestly don't feel afraid to ask. Everyone had to learn at some stage, including myself. In fact, next video I'll even bring out some of my old work and just show you how far you can progress. So that is going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching, and there's not really much more I can say, so thanks, and enjoy the pack. So take care, guys, and as always, have a nice day.